being able to communicate, tell what we really need, also involves putting ourselves out there. A lot of vulnerability, the risk of rejection.
Hi, I'm Anne from Infinit Care. Welcome to Let's Talk, the Infinit Care Podcast, the show that talks about mental health and well-being. In today's episode, we will discuss the importance of communicating one's needs effectively. Joining us is licensed counselor MC Basco. C, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Anne. Thank you.
Okay, so let's dive into this topic. Bakit nga ba importante to communicate your needs?
Siyempre, as human beings, very important sa atin yung we're in a relationship. Diba? Yung the need to belong. No? So being able to have this effective communication allows us to create and maintain healthy and fulfilling relationship. Diyan po papasok yung we feel understood and we can understand others. We're trusting and we are very trusted. No? And being able to have collaboration and cooperation with people around us is very important so that we can maintain and keep having that relationship.
Given how important it is, why is it so hard for people to communicate their own needs?
Well, a lot of us really go through different struggles in our life, no? And being able to communicate, tell what we really need, also involves putting ourselves out there. A lot of vulnerability, the risk of rejection, the possibility of being harmed because they know a part of us. And also, syempre bilang ng mga bata naman tayo, hindi naman tayo pinalaki or hindi tayo sinanay. Siguro sa panahon natin, hindi tayo sinanay na we're communicating our needs. Tinatanong tayo kung ano yung mga kailangan natin nung bata tayo, just being given what they think we need. No? So, big part of it is also, it's a learned skill. And definitely, this is something that we can work on.
In what instances ba dapat nagko-communicate ka ng needs mo?
Essentially, very important na onset pa lang actually ng ating relationship. We already know where we should stand in the relationship and what kind of relationship does the two of us have. And that includes a lot of needs, no? Bakit pinili mo pumasok sa relasyon na to with me? What do I fulfill in you and what would you fulfill in me? What values are we getting from this relationship? So that's one, umpisa pa lang. And then of course, during the entirety of the relationship, always have a check-in with one another. Kung saan, kamusta na ba tayo? Meron ba tayong kailangang i-improve, baguhin, or i-maintain? And of course, if we have to transition into a different kind of relationship, we have to end this relationship, that also means communicating our needs.
So very important to really learn this skill, no, when you are in a relationship. So can you provide some strategies for people to assert to their partners what they need?
Siyempre, first, very important, alam natin kung ano-ano nga ba yung nilalaman ng communication natin. No? So, meron silang tinatawag na 38-55 rule in communication.
Ano yun?
38-55
38-55 rule. Okay.
No? So, first, 7% of our communication is just the spoken words. No, it's only 7%. Yung mga words, actual words na lumalabas sa bibig natin, ito ay 7% lang ng kung ano nga ba talaga yung gusto nating ipahiwatig, iparating. 38% of that is the tone of voice. No? Minsan kahit sabihin natin na, huy, alam mo, ang ganda-ganda mo, pero ang tono mo naman, ganda mo, girl. Diba? Iba ang dating, no? So, very important din ang tone of voice. And lastly, yung pinakamalaki, this 55%, is the body language. No, yung mga eye contact, malapit ba tayo sa tao, hinaharap ba natin sila, no? Very important para yung mensahe natin ay makaabot across that person. Naiisip na, we keep in mind the 7-38-55 rule.
Okay.
Next to that, we might wanna try the I statements. Ito yung to avoid feeling are having the another person feel like it's being an attack. They're being attacked. No? Stating our statements in a first person perspective. No, na I feel this. This is what I feel because of what you said. No? Taking away na kasalanan to ng other person, but also taking responsibility that this is what I felt and this is how it affected me. No? There is another method, we call this the sandwich approach. Usually effective to sa feedbacking. No, bibigay tayo ng magandang feedback, tapos the negative feedbacks, magandang feedback ulit, no? But same goes with any communication that we have. Very important na in any relationship, kaya nating sabihin, ano nga ba yung maganda sa relationship na to? What works? What's working for us? And appreciate that. And then after that, doon natin pwedeng mabanggit, ano nga ba yung for you needs to be fulfilled, kailangang madagdagan, needs to be improved, yung nga needs mo, personally. And then lastly, end it again with something positive, which is asking for support from another person, looking forward that this is something that you can work on. No? And certain mindsets that we have to adopt so that we can maintain having a good and effective communication. First is to start with awareness. No? We won't be able to communicate our needs kung hindi natin alam kung ano nga ba yung mga needs na yun. No? We have to be able to know what's our met and unmet needs. Being able to identify also our values and our boundaries. No? And then, of course, this is what we call the active and empathic listening. Dito ngayon papasok yung the person feels understood. And ikaw din, alam mo sa sarili mo, or you feel it within yourself, na there's genuinity sa communication nyo. No, na alam mong nanggagaling ka sa pag-unawa sa taong to, non-judgment. Na, okay, sinabi mo yan, I might not agree with you, but I understand where you're coming from. That's why you're able to do this, or you're able to say this. No? So being able to actively and empathically listen to the person.
Ang dami nun, hang on. So, first, you have to learn talaga effective communication. Gusto ko yung 7:38:55. Na hindi lang sa words, nasa pag-express mo, paano yung body language. And then you mentioned the I statement. No? So, really focusing on how you're feeling. Tama ba? How you're feeling. It's not putting the blame on the other person, but really coming from where you stand, no? And then you talked about, ano pa nga ba yung pinag-usapan natin? Actually, yung sandwich, it was coming from the feedback process where you start with the positive, tas yung i-communicate mo sa gitna yung kailangan mo, and then you end it and wrap it up with what you expect or what you're looking forward to. And then you talked about the importance of developing this awareness. I'm very interested in this part. Can you tell me more on paano nga ba mas aware yung tao so that they can, better identify and understand their own needs?
Okay. No? Self-awareness highly involves openness and acceptance from the person. No, pwedeng magsisimula yan sa practices of mindfulness, meditation, because these are a lot of inner work, insights, gaining insights from within ourselves. And of course, very important to seek feedback from other people. Kasi limited lang naman talaga yung knowledge na pwede nating ma-formulate on our own. So being open to listen also to other people. And there are a lot of self-assessment, self-check-in tools that we can see online. So might as well just use it. Use it for the betterment and for the practice of where am I right now. Right? And I think very importantly, we have to pay attention to our emotions. No? Dahil again, yung mga emotions natin pwedeng magsabi sa atin ng ano nga ba yung pinahahalagahan ko sa oras na to? Ano nga ba yung kailangan ko sa oras na to? Sino yung pakikinggan ko sa oras na to? And mostly ang makakapagbigay ng mga sagot na yun, yung emotions natin.
Yeah. So in short, for you to be able to communicate your needs effectively, you need to do the practice of really getting deep inside
Inner work.
Inner work. Ayun, may bago na namang term, inner work. So Any final thoughts or advice, MC, for those na talagang struggle sa kanila na ilabas or, i-express yung kailangan nila?
Okay. Very important that we understand na people struggle with communicating needs because of fear of vulnerability. No? Dahil unang-una, again, hindi tayo pinalaki, kinondisyon na maging vulnerable. Ang lagi nga sinasabi sa atin, be strong, be tough. No? So, yun palang kakabahan na, maa-anxious na yung isang tao na alam niya na pag naging vulnerable siya, there are also potentials of being hurt, being rejected. So also being honest and gentle with yourself na yes, those things could happen, but I also trust this person. And this person wouldn't want to hurt me. This person would want to trust me. And I would want to trust my life with this person. And again, to always remember, it's a process. No? Hindi din naman pwede na bukas magaling na ako makipag-communicate ng needs ko. Bukas alam ko na lahat ng needs ko. No? Unti-unti, mag-i-start tayo again sa self-awareness. And i-challenge natin yun. The more we can communicate that better.
I like that. It's a process, it's a journey, and really it's important that you start by being more aware of your own needs so that you could communicate it better to your partners. Thank you, MC. It's very wonderful to listen to your insights on communicating your needs. Truly helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you to our listeners for joining us today. Remember, start with that inner work, which is the key to fostering meaningful connections. Stay tuned for more episodes of Let's Talk, the Infinit Care Podcast. Bye!